Well, I'll just take these. Oh, I'll be back. Okay, hello, I'm ready to begin. These are a bunch of notebooks. I was thinking I would just start recording, holding them all, and it would just come, in, and then that would be the video, but that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm making one of these videos where you talk to the camera and you got the microphone and you got the lights, and I'm making one of these now. I'm talking about carrying around a notebook versus not, and why I think you should, or you could if you wanted to. Hello, I'm trying this again. Carrying around a notebook is something I started in college. It became something that I really enjoyed doing, and I'd like to tell you a little bit more about why I enjoyed it and why I think you might enjoy it as well. So to start, you have a thought that pops into your head, you get distracted, something happens, that thought is gone. That is what I would call a fleeter. So you can't let the fleeters fleet, that's my belief. So this notebook started as a way to capture those fleeting thoughts. Then it, progresses to being a way to, capture other information and ideas. That one's not even full. Becomes a way to, log experiences, things you want to remember. I don't need to tell you why having a notebook is useful. Well, actually I do. That was what I said I was going to do in this video. I don't know when I started carrying around these notebooks. I think it was mid-college. And basically, my wardrobe totally changed. Pretty much every shirt now has to have some kind of, you got it, pocket. Got to store the notebook in the pocket. The notebook, the pocket. Notebook, pocket. You see right here, we actually have a pocket on the notebook. Pocket. So you see, it just you maybe saying, why these small little baby notebooks? Why not get a real traditional, notebook? And I'd say just because of the pockets. You just want to pop it in there, pop it out, and everyone knows you got it in there. So they're already like, why does he have a notebook? If you got a notebook in that pocket, it's like, what's he got in that notebook? So already a little mystery going on. So somebody's telling you something at work, you're trying to look like you're paying attention, you're listening to them, you're understanding, you're trying to remember what they're saying, because obviously retention's a tough thing nowadays. What do? You whip out the notebook. Just anything they're saying that might be useful to you later. Maybe you write it down, maybe you'll remember it. Doesn't matter, you got it on the notebook. Definitely better than just trying to get it in your head. So another actually thing is you can have people write in your notebook. They can draw, they can do all kinds of fun stuff. Everybody loves interactive art, etc. It's just like, did my handwriting get worse? Another reason why it's really fun to carry around a notebook is in social settings, when normally I would have trouble approaching a stranger. How do you approach a stranger, right? In a non-threatening, non-creepy way, The best I came up with, or one of my favorite ways to do it that I had a lot of success with, a lot of fun times with, was questions. Not necessarily good questions that you would really get a wide range of answers. You never knew what was coming. If you had a question with an easy answer or with a controversial whatever, you kind of got to miss the mark with that. Because anytime anybody's answering a question, if it's at all relevant to them and they're at all interested in, what you're presenting, they're going to want to, expand, or you have the easy chance to expand. I'm just going to right into some of my favorite questions, give you kind of an idea of what you're looking for in this question you're going to hopefully want to ask a stranger or somebody you haven't met yet. That almost sounded good. Okay, here's a good question right here. If a ghost were real, what would they sound like? So that was a kind of an interesting question, because it does kind of get a little controversial, asking them, do you think ghosts are real? I'm saying they're not, so that you got that avenue. And then you have the chance to, make sounds. So that's also a good example of a question where you can very quickly tell what's going on with a person. If their answer is like, the ghosts don't talk, ghosts just talk like normal, like some kind of very straightforward answer, like maybe that person doesn't have the energy or intensity that you're looking for. Oh, okay. This is one of my favorites. It says, "What is your desired cause of death?" And so that one you get a really wide spread of answers. Once again, it's kind of the warning answer, red flag of an answer. They're going to say, "In my sleep." You know, if they're giving that answer, you know, that's got to indicate something to someone. Here's another maybe a little bit more controversial one. Maybe you want to avoid this. It just says, "Are mountains overrated?" So obviously, you know, you're around an outdoors kind of type group. People are going to be either like totally overrated or very, you know, why did you ask me that question? Who are you? So that's why I kind of stepped away from any yes/no, because the yes/no question, unless it's really split, is kind of risky. So we'll just, don't worry about a yes/no question. We have a question here. If you could pose with any animal, what animal would you pose with? Here's one of my favorite questions. What is your spirit texture? Kind of a spin on the spirit animal, except way more confusing. But a texture is a very, you know, fundamental thing. So that's because you're trying to get somebody to reveal something about themselves in a way that, you know, is entertaining to them, to you, to everyone around, without being forced. So I think having a very lighthearted but not, you know, dumb question. I mean, these are all pretty dumb, but not that dumb. You know, that could be the way forward. Oh, okay, here we go. Good question right here. It is a yes/no. So this is before I departed from the yes/no. Question is, would you outlaw carpet? People obviously have been hurt by carpet. People also love carpet. Who knows? Ooh, this was a tough one. What would be a name for your firstborn son? So it had a lot of really, really challenging names people are suggesting, you know. I guess that would be a kind of on the dumb threshold. This is the question I was looking for. What does water smell like? So you'll be thinking, you know, but then you're thinking, you know, so that's kind of the atmosphere, the energy that we're trying to present with these questions, where it's kind of a mix of deep, not that deep, really not that deep. So really fulfilling. It's cool also looking back on these notebooks because you can kind of remember this was at that party, at that bar, at that situation, you know, but also just kind of like, who wrote this? You know, why did I write this? If the more of those you're having, you know, you're able to see where you've come from, how you're growing. So you made it this far, you're thinking, why, you know? And the answer is the same answer, you know, why not? But to circle back around, you know, why I'm making this video? Because I think it would improve your life to be carrying around some kind of paper-bound tool for recording things to improve your ability to connect with other people, connect with your future self, connect with your past self, capture information, knowledge, and I don't even know how long I've been talking for, but I think I need to start filling these up faster, you know? Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video.